Hey everybody, so today we're going to be trying out some coding on Scratch. So if you want to go to scratchmit.edu, that would be awesome. It will take you to a place where you have to sign in. You can sign up for free. Um, so Biology Teacher 17, that's me. You create your own account, give yourself a username and password that you'd like. Once you get it set up, I'm going to want you to go to Create. So it's up here on the top of the purple bar next to the Scratch sign. So you can see on the left, you have all the different types of instructions you can use in your coding. So when you move on in coding, you wouldn't have it laid out like this. You'd use code, in this case, Python is the code that they're using, the language, and you would write out if-then statements. But they have taken those statements and put them into these blocks for you, so you build with blocks instead. And on the very far left, you can see you have motion, so move 10 steps, turn. You can change what your little sprite is saying, what the sprite is wearing. You can change what the sprite sounds like, what you want them to do, when you would like them to start or repeat or do it again. Sensing, so you can communicate with the person at the keyboard, ask them to enter information like names or numbers. Telling the computer what to do with that information. Do we want to add those numbers? Do we want to divide them? Do we want to put words together? Variables. So in math, we often call our variables x and y, but in here, the variable can be whatever you'd like to set it up to be. Maybe the variable is the word quotient, and you're dividing something. And then, of course, my blocks. Maybe you have a special block you need to make this program work. We're not going to go too deep into that today. We have a couple of goals today. One is, here's my little sprite. I have the cat up. If we go to costumes, see, it takes the cat and makes it nice and big, and then we can choose what we'd like the sprite to wear. We can also make changes, coloring around our sprite. We can put text in if we want. Say, hello, sprite. You can kind of do whatever it is you'd like, and you can see the results over here on the right-hand side. If you do all this work and you're like, oh, I don't really like it, you can delete it. If you go down to this one and press the little trash can, yes, I want to delete that sprite. You can also add sounds. This kind of gives you the idea of the shape of the sound. So it's going to go long. So did you hear that little pop? It was pretty quick. Maybe you want to slow it down, fade it out. All kinds of things you can do. So I'm going to go back to the code. I've lost my little sprite over here, so I want to bring him back. And I'm going to choose the sprite down here. See how it lit up green? And there's all these different sprites to choose from, and they all have options. So your first task is to go through the sprites, choose one that you like, maybe fancy it up, make it your very own. Once you get it done, get a screenshot of your sprite and share it with me back in the course. Thanks.